Now, this one is scary. Australian airports are going to be replacing passports with biometric scanning. Sounds futuristic, right? Sounds super convenient. You no longer have to carry around your passport. You no longer have to carry around your boarding pass. And oh, you got so much stuff in your hands. Don't worry, we'll just scan your face and your fingerprints and track you everywhere you go. Got a little bit over the top there, sorry. I just hate this kind of stuff. So an airline called Qantas, or Qantas, Qantas, they travel through the Sydney airport, and they're going to be adopting facial recognition for check-ins, bag drops, lounge access, and plane boarding. Not only is this company behind it, but the Aussie government endorsed this and promised 22.5 million Australian dollars to ensure that facial recognition is adopted across Australian airports. Now, I know that sounds like a lot of money and it sounds very serious, but to be fair, 22.5 million Australian dollars, what is that in USD? Like $25? I don't know. It's not much money at all. But seriously, it is a serious thing that the government is backing this, and that has me seriously concerned. And obviously, there are going to be security concerns when you are recording biometric or facial recognition information in large groups and in large databases. So in the Australian Financial Review, Dr. Bruce Bayer-Arnold warned that the trials are going to be tracked by government departments who could apply the same technology in public spaces. So, therein lies the issue. This seems like a convenience thing. Oh, you no longer have to carry around your boarding pass or pull out your phone and show them the QR code. So no, this is a proof of concept to see if they're able to get this right and gather enough information to make it valuable enough to roll it out across the entire country and track people in public spaces. Now, I am getting a little conspiratorial here, but I don't think we need to go into the corner because this is already rolled out in China, if I'm not mistaken, and there are already discussions in the US to roll this technology out at the US borders. So this obviously, like I said, there's a lot of concerns here, and it's concerning for a few reasons. The first question I would ask anybody in power or anybody supporting this is, what kind of regulations are going to be in place to make sure there's checks and balances here? Because my understanding is previously, in order to get your biometric information like fingerprints, you would have to be arrested and be processed in jail for the government to have that information and put it in a database that would be able to be queryable. Is that a word? I don't think it is. I think I just made up a word, queryable. But now, if you're just somebody who wants to go on a vacation, if you just want to go on a plane trip, now they are having the ability to facially recognize you, gather all your biometric information, put it in a database, and then query it to their heart's desire without any checks and balances in place that I'm aware of. So that's the first question I would have. Now, additionally, anytime the information is stored in a database, there's a point of attack. That's another really big concern because people can hack this database and gain access to a large number of citizens' biometric identification information. So the second question there would be, what kind of security are you putting in place, and how can we be so sure that you're not going to store it on an Amazon Web Services server that is just open to the public? Because that seems so frequent today. We hear about that all the time. Oh my God, they stored a bunch of unhashed passwords on AWS that was unencrypted and open for anybody to see. So those are the two questions I would have. What kind of checks and balances and regulations will be in place, and what kind of security and what kind of intrusion detection? That's not even the main thing that you need to focus on, but what kind of security will you be putting into place to secure this information? If you're in Australia, highly recommend you contact your representative and ask them those questions and maybe push back on the fact that they are rolling out or possibly rolling out countrywide biometric scanning in public places. That's concerning.